What's up? Boyki coming at you live once again. Just finished today's session, and let me tell you, stretching is hard work. This new project, to be honest, it seems harder than just simple, straightforward powerlifting. I've been at it about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, half an hour thereabouts, and I'm totally knackered again. Anyway, check out the workout. Catch you later.
Yeah, and it's no joke. Stretching is actually much harder work than just simple, straightforward, squats, deadlifts, or whatever other power lift I do. Honestly, all I did, this what you're seeing right now is just the warm up. I did 3 sets of these. It's basically squat, stretch the hammies, do an overhead, loosen up all the joints, get myself nice and warmed up. After 3 sets of just doing this simple exercise, I was already sweating like a pig. I was really, really sweating. Can you imagine that? Anyway, what you've got here is just 1 set. I did 3 of these. Trying to be progressively better on the 2nd and 3rd set, so I was trying to improve with each successive set. This actually did warm me up quite nicely. I felt really warmed up. But prior to this here, I actually did my swings. I did leg swings just to open up and loosen up, the body in general. So by the time I started on this here, I was actually relatively loose. The real work started on the face the wall squats, which is what you're seeing now. You can see I had a bit of a hiccup going down. But I think, all in all, my performance today is much better than it was yesterday. It looks more smooth, especially for this first set. I seem to have just gotten into it quite nicely. The next focus is going to be trying to get my hips to sink a bit lower, try and get them below knee level. At present, I'm not actually hitting below parallel, but all in all, I'm just starting on this. It's a new movement pattern, so it's going to take a bit of getting used to. I did 3 sets of these. Initially I was planning on just showing this first set, but I think there's a little bit of learning we can have from the 2nd and 3rd sets. So the 2nd set, you'll notice right at the beginning I stumbled. There we go. Shows my mobility is still not that good yet. I've actually failed to go down on that first one, and that's why I stumbled. So I should actually be getting into a position whereby I should be able to just sink into the squat quite easily. By the end of this whole project, I'm hoping that I'll be able to do it all quite easily. And this particular exercise is going to be a benchmark for how well I'm progressing through the whole project. So there we go. After that initial hiccup, it seems I've got myself back in gear. There was the occasional stumble here and there, but all in all, not too bad. Then the final set I did for this particular exercise. There we go. This time I was focusing on trying to go down without stumbling like I did in the 2nd set. I think on this 3rd set, performance improved slightly. I was starting to feel pains in my quads. They were starting to ache, and my ankle joint for some reason as well. There was a bit of discomfort in my ankles. I think they might not have been put into this particular range or this particular pattern. So it's something I'm going to be watching over in the next couple of sessions. But all in all, yeah, I think I'm improving on it. It's much better than the first time I tried doing this exercise. But the next one, I tried to do a front squat. This is what you're seeing here. Basically, you take the kettlebell up to chest level and then try and go into deep squat. I failed at this one, as you'll see. I simply just do not have the mobility to do it. So as you can see, I tried going down, but I just couldn't go in any deeper. So I thought I'd quit that, but not being someone who gives up easily, I decided to try it again. But even the second time around, no go. I just couldn't go down. I couldn't go deep enough. So it's something I'm going to have to be working on. I suppose this will also be another benchmarking exercise to see how well I progress through the program. So stay tuned on that one. The crux of today was on the deep squats. This is an example from the side. I basically just went into a 7-step squat and just squatted just up and down for 10 reps. I did 3 sets of these. To save time for both of us, I've deleted the second set, but I've kept the third set, which you'll see after this here. The third set is me facing forwards, so you can actually get an idea of how the squat was actually done. On the first set, I didn't have too many issues. It worked out okay. Of course, I still need to work on trying to get those hips to go below knee level. But I did start getting an ache on my second set, you know, around my left thigh bone, where the thigh bone joins into the hip. There's a bit of discomfort. In fact, by the time I was going into this third set that you're seeing now, it was, you know, it was starting to get irritating. So as I'd go down, there's a little pain, a little burning sensation down the left, you know, just where the left leg just enters into the hip bone, into the hip socket. So I think something might have been pulled there. So I made sure that this was going to be the last set, you know, to give myself some time to recover, because I don't want to be injured. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the clip. I shall catch you as always on the next one.